everyone! Congratulations! You officially made it to your senior year of high school. Now this year is going to be extremely busy between sending out college applications and keeping your grades up. One thing that's extremely important that you do well on is your senior project. My name is Victoria Robbins and I'm part of the class of 2014. This year for my senior project, I decided to make a video documentary about the senior project, how you do it, and how you can make it successful. So to begin, I'm going to talk with a few seniors and see what they're thinking about doing for their senior projects. What do you want to do for your senior project?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Not really sure. I have a couple ideas.
For my senior project, I would like to organize a field trip to Boston to help the homeless.
I'm thinking about something with stress management, but I'm not exactly sure what to do with it yet.
I have no idea.
So as you can see, at the beginning of the year, most students have no idea what they want to do. And that's completely fine. Teachers are here to help you pick a topic that will work, but it's up to you to choose something you will enjoy. So when October comes around, a few things will be going on. At this point, students should have a topic picked out and they will have an opportunity to share their ideas during the mock proposal. The mock proposal is basically a practice run before the actual proposal. Students will tell the class what they want to do for their senior project, and feedback and advice will be given to them from students and the teacher in the class. This was extremely helpful for me because students in my class told me things I would have never even thought to have done. The class can also help you with anything you're unsure of or any questions you have about your project. Another element to the real proposal is that you are expected to dress professionally. Before my own proposal, I was stressing out so much because I had no idea what was going to be appropriate to wear. So I did some research and I gave a few different ideas of which clothing items are acceptable. So this is what I ended up wearing for my real proposal. Actually, most of it I got from my mom's closet. And this is what my friend Moby wore too. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend you go out and buy anything unless you really want to, because you can probably find everything you need in your own closet. So after all of this, you will be ready for your real proposal. I listed some things that are important for you to know, so I will let you take a second and read them. Basically, for the real proposal, you will just sit in front of the English department and tell them what your plan is. Next, you will see some clips of me before and after my own proposal. I am about to do my senior project. I am walking in. Hi. Well, I just did my senior project proposal and I think it went really well. They said I did great. It really wasn't as bad as I thought, and I was really only in there for about 5 minutes. Honestly, as long as you prepare yourself for the proposal, you'll be fine. Don't worry too much about it. Alright, so once December comes around, students will be working on a number of different reports, such as research reports, mentor reports, and journal entries. So research reports are about 400 to 500 words long, and students should be researching things that will help make their own projects a success. So as you can see, this is an example of one of my own research reports. A couple of the things I researched for my own project were how to dress formally, how to avoid procrastination, and how to speak with adults. And there were a couple more, but I don't think I need to say them. Students will make at least 6 research reports, and it's very important that they do well on these because they're extremely helpful when it comes time to write their own research papers. Next are the mentor reports. Students need to choose at least one mentor for their senior projects. Mentors are typically teachers or other adults. The English department encourages students to not choose their parents as their mentors, though. So when it comes time for students to interview their mentors, they must formulate a list of questions that are not simply yes or no answers. As you can see, I chose Mrs. Mannion to be my mentor because she's my TV production teacher. This is a clip of us during one of my interviews. I also highly recommend that you record your interview so you can refer back to it when writing your mentor report. I've also included a sample of one of my own mentor reports for you to see. Finally, students will compose about 3 journal entries. These reports are about 400 to 500 words long, and they are mainly used so that you and your English teacher can identify how on track you are with your own project. These won't necessarily be included in your research papers, but it's still important that you do a good job on them. So now that it is January, I'm going to check in with a couple of seniors and see how their projects are going.
My senior project is right where I want it to be right now.
It's really good. I actually had to switch it twice because the other two didn't work out, but
It's pretty good. I'm actually working on my research report right now.
It's going pretty well.
I'm doing some of it right now, actually.
I got like what I need to do, like I know what I need to do, but it's actually doing it that's probably gonna be hard.
I did an interview with these people called the Accelerated Cure Project.
And I've done some filming.
Yeah, I have a plan, but it's the action that needs to come through right now.
And I'm going to do like some interviews with experts on the topic.
I'm like talking about like what the benefits are of reading and how they can help you out. So yeah, it's going pretty well though.
So I just want to remind seniors that while you're busy writing reports, you will be doing whatever is necessary to complete your senior projects on your own time. What you do really depends on what your final project is going to be, so either way, make those phone calls, email whoever you need to, book those dates, and make sure you stay on top of things. Around April, once all the reports are done, students will begin writing their rough drafts of their research papers. Students will complete a works cited page and an outline before starting the rough draft. This is when all the research reports and all the mentor reports come in handy. Mine ended up being about 16 pages long, but I would say that it's about 10 pages at the least. There's a lot of important elements to the rough draft, and your English teachers are going to really critique your rough drafts because they want the final drafts to be as perfect as possible. So as you can see, this is my rough draft, and you can see that Mr. Carter made some corrections and everything, so if you get yours back and it has a lot of red pen on it, that's not a bad thing, don't worry. So once the rough draft is corrected, students will fix any mistakes and add whatever is necessary to make their final drafts the best piece of work they've ever written in high school. Alright, once the research paper is done, we're almost at the end. Now it's time to make your presentation. The presentation is just a slideshow that showcases what you've been working on the entire year. I listed some things you should include in your PowerPoint, but I would say the most important thing to do is practice over and over and over and over and over again until you've basically memorized what you want to say. Next, you will see a clip from my own senior project presentation. Good morning, everyone. I would just like to personally thank you for coming to my presentation today. My name is Victoria Robbins, and I'm delighted to be able to have the opportunity to share with you guys what my senior project is this year. My essential question is, what are the essential steps of a senior project, and how does one make a video documentary illustrating the senior project? So my initial goals were to film every single step of the way. So next I'm going to explain to you what you can see in my video. I took a screenshot of basically, this is Final Cut, this is what I edit in, and as you can see it's extremely busy and crazy. So my mentor, I ended up choosing Mrs. Mannion. I really didn't think there would be anyone better than her because she is my TV production teacher, and we've been So this is basically what you'll be doing for no more than 12 minutes. And as long as you're prepared, you'll do fine, I promise. So now you are about to see some senior projects that were done this year.
So my project was, I had this old trunk in my house. It almost got thrown away. And we didn't really know much about it, and we ended up opening it up and finding out that it was my great uncle's chest from World War II, and he was an amateur photographer. So we had all of this photography. There were no duplicates. They were all one-of-a-kind photography that you would never have ever seen before.
The story you are about to be told was almost lost forever. 10 years ago, while cleaning out an attic of a family member, we almost threw out an old chest. On a hunch, my mother saved the chest instead of the dining room set. Thankfully, we brought it home and broke the lock and opened it up and found my great uncle's World War II story. Every element in this film was taken out of this chest. My uncle, Herbert McBay, was an amateur photographer during World War II. Now, after this chest being locked for decades, I am able to retell his story from what was left in this trunk.
It was a very personal project to me, and I didn't really know much about editing in general and making a video. So having Miss Mannion as my mentor was huge. She helped me out a lot, and making this video was fantastic for me. I really loved it.
I'm Hannah LaCroix.
I'm Kayla Haverty.
And for our presentation, we had a bunch of animals come in and we showed the school about human-animal relationships. My essential question was, how can I inform Millis High School students about the importance of adopting from a pet shelter instead of buying from a breeder or a pet store?
And then another girl that was part of our project, Jenna Frasca, brought in her dog and showed how it was trained to be a service dog.
For my senior project, I got my dog therapy certified. Went through a lot of phases to get it done. We had to do training sessions at Alpha Dog Canine for 12 weeks, and then we had to pass a test that he and I both had to take. That was very stressful. He did pass it, and he's now therapy certified. He's also done a presentation with a meet and greet, and he loves the kids.
Come, leave it. Come.
It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of hard work.
We also brought in some puppies, and I brought in my snake.
I think it was pretty successful. I think people really liked the fact that we brought animals in. And
Yeah, we got some good feedback though. We gave out a survey and it came back pretty good.
For my senior project, I did a stretching and warming up class that incorporated dance with the boys' varsity teams. Victoria helped me. We conducted a class of like having a full warm up and and we showed them how to like properly stretch and stuff. And we also made it fun by incorporating dance. They all got to experience something new that they haven't done before, and they picked it up really quickly. I thought it was really successful and it was really fun.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning about other people's senior projects. And now we're going to move on to some advice from the class of 2014. Sean, what advice do you have?
For the senior project?
Alright, start thinking about a senior project idea that you want to do now so you have it ready for next year.
Make sure you get as much work as you can done like as early as possible.
Start your senior project early. It'll make it very easy.
I know this is redundant, but don't wait till the last minute.
Don't wait to the last second to do it.
Don't wait till the last second.
Okay, so I kind of want to pause right here because this is something every single senior, in fact, every single human being in the world does this, and it is procrastinate. I listed a couple of different ways to avoid procrastination, and I actually came across a lot of tweets that seniors made about the senior project, and a lot of them had to do with procrastination. So seriously, please don't procrastinate. Please. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed some of those tweets. And we're going to go back to getting some advice from the class of 2014.
Do something you will enjoy doing.
Do something you really enjoy. Definitely pick a topic that you're interested in researching because you're going to be spending a lot of time with it.
Talk to teachers and see if they have any projects that you can take over, or other seniors that have done projects, because if you can take something over that you are interested in or that serves the community in some way, you can use it for a lot of college applications.
Well, if you choose a project where you're going to be working with other people, just remember that it's hard because you have to rely a lot on the other people.
And to also always have like a backup plan just in case your initial plan doesn't go so well.
So we're coming to the end of my video, and I thought it would be pretty cool to gather up some statistics on the senior project. My goal was to get the entire grade to take my survey, but I kind of ran out of time and I only got 37 votes, but it's okay. So here you can see that 91% of seniors thought their project was a success, and that the commodity senior project was the most popular. And with that, we have just gone through the entire senior project timeline. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I wish you the best of luck with your senior projects. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. Thank you. So this was my senior project, and now it's time to start yours. I want to thank Mrs. Mannion for being my mentor, all the Millis High School students who participated in my videos, and the English department. Good luck everyone, and enjoy your senior year.